friends, my name is Dhanashree Kolke. I am from VJTI, Diploma in Electrical Engineering, third year. We will study the construction and working of three-phase two-pole squirrel cage induction motor. For this, we require the following components. This 12-slot wound stator, squirrel cage rotor, friction brake which is used as a load. This is base unit. This is stationary frame ring. It also consists of fixed bearing housing and removable bearing housing. For this, we require some meters which are available on conventional meter panel. Ammeter, voltmeter, control switches, three-phase supply. Now we will see the construction of three-phase two-pole squirrel cage induction motor. Mount the wound stator in the frame ring, fixing it in position such that coil number 1 is at the top. In this winding, each coil consists of one starting point and star connected point which is common to all, that is number 6. This is the winding diagram. This is connecting wire. As one is connected to 12, we have to connect it like this. So like this we will do the remaining winding. According to diagram, we have done this following connections. We will insert rotor like this. Now the construction of three-phase two-pole squirrel cage induction motor is done. Now we will give supply to this motor. According to this circuit diagram, we have to do the connection. Now you can see we have done this connection. So now we have to switch on the three-phase supply and note down when shaft speed reaches at its steady state value. We have to take the note down the reading of line current, line voltage and shaft speed. So we have switched on the supply. We are increasing it at its rated voltage. So for no load, here we can see the line voltage, here it is line current and this is the shaft speed. Now we will do load test on three-phase two-pole squirrel cage induction motor. For this we have to connect load. Here load is friction brake. We can increase the load by moving this in clockwise direction and decrease the load by moving it in anti-clockwise direction. Switch on the supply. Supplied voltage is 440 volts. For this experiment we require 230 volts rated voltage. We will achieve it by keeping this variable voltage source at 50% and keeping this voltage constant. We will calculate the speed and the line current. Here torque is 0.2. For this, the speed is across 3000 and the line current is 0.5 amps. Like this, we have performed load test on three-phase two-pole squirrel cage induction motor.
Hello friends, my name is Darshana Jadhav. I am from VJTI, third year Diploma in Electrical Engineering. Now we will see the construction and working of shaded pole induction motor. For this experiment, we require the following components. 2 L11 coils and 2 shaded pole. Friction brake. Squirrel cage rotor. This is the base unit, consists of frame ring, fixed bearing housing and removable bearing housing. Attach the L11 coils to the field poles with shading coil and then attach this pole to the frame ring in 3 o'clock position and 9 o'clock position. Like this, we insert the winding in 3 o'clock position and 9 o'clock position. Insert the cage rotor in the stator. According to this diagram, we will do the connections. According to this diagram, we will do the connections. After connections, the motor will look like this. Attach the friction brake to the motor like this. Now we connected the pony brake. By rotating the knob in clockwise direction, we can increase the load. And rotate in anti-clockwise direction, we can decrease the load. In this way, we have constructed shaded pole induction motor. Now we will switch on the supply. Push the power button on and adjust the knob till we get a rated voltage at 150 volt. Observe the behavior of the motor as it runs up to the speed, which should be about 2850 revolution per minute as measured with the tachometer. Correct the supply voltage if necessary to 150 volt. Slowly apply the load. It will be found that the speed decreases quite rapidly with load and that only 0.1 to 0.2 Newton meter of the torque can be sustained before the motor stalls. In this way, we have studied the construction and working of shaded pole induction motor.
Hello friends, my name is Sonali Mukund Gadkari. I am studying in VJTI 3rd year diploma in electrical engineering. We are going to see the construction and working of stepper motors. These are the components. This is a shaft, rotor poles and rotor hub. Scale plate graduated in 15-degree steps. Knob with pointer disc. 6 interpoles. Coil. 6 coils. This is a base unit. It consists of a frame ring. It has removable bearing housing and one fixed bearing housing. We will do the rotor connection. For this, we will insert the rotor hub inside the shaft. Connect all the rotor poles on the rotor hub like this. Further we will do same connection. After connecting all the rotor poles, rotor will look like this. Fit the L7 coils onto the interpole pieces. Attach them to the frame ring at the clock positions. After connecting all the interpoles, stator will look like this. According to the diagram, we will do the stator winding. After doing all the connection, winding will look like this. Now we will insert the rotor into the stator like this. Fit the scale plate and pointer on the drive end of the motor. Adjust the pointer to the first position of graduated scale. According to the diagram, we will do panel connection. For working of the stepper motor, switch on the power supply. For adjusting the 10-volt supply, adjust this knob. Now we have got 10-volt supply. Now set the knob to the first position. Now switch on the A button. We can observe that current is 1.5 ampere. Now you can see that pointer has changed its position from 1 to 2.
Switch on the B and switch off the A.
Now you can see pointer has changed its position from 2 to 3.
Switch on the C and switch off the B.
Pointer has moved from 3 to 4. Now switch on the A and switch off the C. Switch on the B and switch off the A. Switch on the C and switch off the B. Repeating the same position. Pointer will change its position. You can see that pointer has came back to its original position. If one phase is energized, the motor shaft will be held still. In order to move the shaft, a supply is switched sequentially to each phase in turn. Each phase, when it is energized, pulls the shaft into a new position so that the motor moves in a series of steps. The construction is such that when the switching cycle is complete and another similar cycle is begun, the first step in the new cycle will continue the stepping motors. In this way, we have completed the working and construction of stepper motors.
Hello friends, my name is Amrita Prakash Kamare. I am from VJTI, third year, Diploma in Electrical Engineering. Today we will study the construction of synchronous motor and perform experiment on it. For this experiment, we require the base unit. It consists of frame ring and fixed bearing and removable bearing. Shaft with slip ring. 12 slot wound stator. Flexible coupling, 4 rotor poles, 2 L1 coils and 1 rotor, 2 brush holders with brushes. Now we will insert the wound stator in the frame ring and fit it in position with 3 long cap head screws in the 12, 4 and 8 o'clock positions with coil number 1 at the top. Now we will do the rotor construction. We will insert the rotor hub in the shaft. Assemble the 2-pole rotor as shown in the figure. Like this, we had done the connection. Now we will connect this coil to the commutator end. Now we will insert the rotor inside the stator.
Now according to this diagram, we will do the winding connection.
According to this diagram, we had done the winding connection. Now we will connect the brushes to the slip ring like this and connect the prony brake to the shaft in. This is the torque scale, and by rotating this knob in clockwise direction, we can increase the load, and rotating it in anti-clockwise direction, we can decrease the load. For this experiment, we required the 0 to 300 volt AC voltmeter and 0 to 5 ampere AC ammeter. 0 to 50 volt DC voltmeter and 0 to 5 ampere DC ammeter. Control switches and power supply. Now, according to this diagram, we give supply and connect meters. After doing connection, it will look like this. Now we are connecting this motor drive to the synchronous motor. After connection, our motor will look like this. To start the motor, switch on the DC rotor supply and adjust to approximately 2.5 ampere, but leave the 3-phase AC supply to the stator switch off. Start the drive motor, adjust its speed to the approximately 3000 rpm by this knob. Now switch on the AC supply and simultaneously switch off the motor drive. Motor is running on synchronous speed, that is 3000 rpm. Now we are increasing the load and take the readings of stator current in steps. In this way we perform experiment on synchronous motor.
Hello friends, my name is Yogita Puit. I am from Nigeria, third year diploma in electrical engineering. Now we will see the construction and working of AC brushless generator. For this, we require following components: 2 rotor poles, 1 rotor hub, 2 feed poles, L4 coils 2, 2 L5 coils, flexible coupling, rotor shaft. Base unit, it consists of stator frame, removable bearing housing, fixed bearing housing. For rotor construction, we will insert rotor hub into rotor shaft. Now we will insert the rotor pole into rotor hub like this. Connecting rotor pole, it will look like this. Attach L4 coil on the feed pole and L5 coil on the L4 coil. Now we will connect the feed pole into the stator frame. Insert the rotor into the stator frame. After inserting rotor, machine will look like this. According to this diagram, we will do connections. According to this diagram, we will do remaining connection. Now, construction of AC brushless generator is completed. Now we will connect the motor drive to the generator through flexible coupling. After doing all the connection, machine will look like this. Start the drive motor and increase its speed up to 200 revolution per minute. voltage. That is 1 volt. Increase its speed instead of 200 revolution minute up to about 2400 revolution per minute, noting the value of AC output at each step. Here you can see that voltage is constant for all the speeds. Stop the driving motor. Set the variable resistor to 15 ohm and reset the excitation current to 0.5 ampere by adjustment of DC voltage and repeat the speed test as before. Repeat for series resistance value of 35 and 75 ohm. The alpha coil in series have resistance of 5 ohm. So for R is equal to 5, 20, 40 and 80 ohms, plot the graph of speed versus AC voltage. In this way, we study working and construction of AC Dirichlet generator.